Hey guys, it's Farhad here and it's Saturday. We are at the weekend, we're at day 6 of the challenge. I wanted to drop this training video for you because I know a lot of you guys have expressed serious interest in moving forward with your fitness challenges and to get in extremely awesome shape. Now we are at the weekend. I did drop you a video information over the last day or two about why this could be the big pitfall in your success and in your progress up until now, because what's going to happen is you're going to have like food that you're going to go out to eat, you're going to go out to eat with your friends, you're going to go out to eat with your family, you're going to relax a little bit, the football's back on the telly, and all this kind of stuff is going to like hinder your progress. So you've got to be really cognizant and really mindful about what's going on food-wise. So just check out that post I put the other day about how your weekends can really screw things up. But what I really wanted to talk to you today is I wanted to talk to you about what's holding you back from moving forward and what it is you can do to break free from this vicious cycle that I'm going to show you in a moment on the whiteboard. Now, the first thing that we've got to talk about and really discuss is what is it you want to achieve? There is so many things that everybody wants to achieve in life, yet they don't get the results that they want, regardless of how hard they work, regardless of how much they want it, because they cannot break free of this vicious cycle, which I'm going to show you. And once you understand this, and once you understand how to break free from this, then you're going to get the results you want. And I don't think anyone's ever shown you this before, and if that's the case, then congratulations, you are in the right place at the right time to move forward. But the first thing I want you to understand before we move forward and I show you this, is a lot of you guys, when we had the application to get involved in this group, and I asked you what it is you wanted to achieve in terms of your fitness and why that was important for you, nearly everyone said confidence. Nearly everybody wanted to get fitter because they wanted more confidence. This is a theme that is so apparent when I talk to people on the phone, or they come into work with me, or they want to get fitter. I've just dropped my pen, so just give me a second. They want to get fitter, they want to get healthier. Why? Because they want to feel more confident. Confidence is probably one of the most important things that people want. And I want to ask you a question. If that's the case for you, how are you going to show up in your life, in your business, in your work, with your friends, with your relationships, with everything that's important to you, your kids, your passions, your goals and ambitions, if you have more confidence? And it's just going to be better for you, right? But here's the thing, everybody wants more confidence, but you know what comes before confidence? Write this down. Tattoo it to your body if you have to. Get this implanted in your brain. Courage comes before confidence. You have to have courage to move forward with your goals before you get that confidence, okay? So I'm going to show you now this vicious cycle that's holding you back from moving forward with everything you're doing, especially with your health and your fitness. And I'm going to start by saying that there's one phrase that you use, or people use, that is the most dangerous phrase in the world. This is the most dangerous phrase. It's, I already know. In other words, you already know. You go on Google, you know. You already know how to lose weight. You already know, but you're not implementing. So you already know, you already have the knowledge, but you're not applying that knowledge. And how often do you feel this way, where you already know what you need to do, but you're not applying it? Listen, you know that eating certain foods is not conducive to the results that you want to achieve. You know that drinking certain drinks is not conducive to the results that you want to achieve. You know that not going to the gym or conducting physical activity on a daily basis is not going to be conducive to that result you want, yet there's something stopping you from doing it, which then feeds in to the next part of the vicious cycle, which is blame and excuses. So we know what we need to do, right? But we don't do it. So then we start blaming people. We start blaming our spouse. We start blaming our work. We start blaming our children. We start blaming everybody else rather than taking that responsibility for ourselves and moving on forwards. And then we start making excuses. And this offshoots into something that men do that is really, really bad, and that holds them back. We start sedating. We start making excuses for ourselves. We start letting ourselves go because we start saying, it's okay. I'm busy. I'm doing X, Y, Z. I don't have time for my fitness and my health. And you start making these excuses, you start justifying it, and then you start looking for ways to sedate that pain. And that sedation can come from many different places. It can come from alcohol addiction, it can come from porn addiction, it can come from addiction to your work, it can come from addiction to over addiction to sport, like you watch football all day. It can come from addiction to going out with your friends. It can come addiction to alcohol. It can come addiction to drugs. It can be addiction to video games. There is addictions in your life that are holding you back because you want to sedate the pain of not facing up to the blame and excuses because you already know. All right, which then feeds into the next part of this vicious cycle, which is the worst part of this is guilt and shame. So deep down you start feeling guilty, you start feeling shame. This affects your confidence and it affects your mindset. What happens is it starts weakening your mindset because you already know what you need to do, but you don't do it. So you start making excuses and start blaming people, which then feeds into guilt and shame, which then robs you of your personal power, which then feeds into the next part of this vicious cycle, which is fear and failure. So you may have tried something in the past, it didn't work for whatever reason, and you're fearful of starting again, or you're fearful of failure, or you've already tried this, you've tried that, you've invested money before in this program or this project, you've been to the gym before, it didn't work, you failed, you're fearful, and then what happens is when somebody shows you a better way, I already know that, and then you have this vicious cycle that keeps you locked. Keeps you locked in I already know. Blame and excuses, guilt and shame, fear and failure. And then you go round and round and round in this loop. And then what happens is, as men, and I'm not joking, right? Men in their late 30s to early 40s have the highest rate of suicide in society, in Western society. Why? Because they are stuck in this cycle and they start getting depressed, they start feeling low about themselves, they start feeling less manly, they start feeling less masculine, they just feel like they don't know their place in society, they don't know their purpose, and they're just spinning this hamster wheel, okay? Meanwhile, their partners aren't as attracted to them anymore, their children are off doing whatever they're doing, their businesses are failing, or their business are doing well, but some other part of their life is failing, and they feel worse and worse and worse about themselves. Now listen, I'm not all about looking amazing. I'm not all about getting people six-packs so they can stand up on stage, walk around in a thong and get their photo taken. If that's part of what you want to do this for, that's great. The aesthetics is a great side effect of what fitness is going to give you. But what I really want to give you is that personal power back, giving you that confidence and that mindset that you can achieve, that you have a place and a purpose, and that you can do whatever you want to do with power, with clarity, with purpose, with energy, with vitality. For longer, you live longer, you're more productive in your later years, you're less of a burden to other people, you're healthier, you're fit, and ultimately you feel great about yourself, because the better you feel about yourself, the better it's going to affect those around you. Okay, so how do we break away from this? Okay, so if we want to break away from this and go to results, yeah, we want to go to success, we want to go to happy, a place of happiness, we want to go to a place of freedom. That's going to take the courage. That's going to take a different approach. We have to break this fear of failure and I already know. And what you've got to do is forget I already know and start seeking advice from somebody that does know. Okay, start talking to the right people who can walk you across that threshold, who can mentor you and push you beyond the boundaries of your own psychological makeup and your own limiting beliefs. Show you what you really need to do so you can break away from this cycle. And I'm a big believer in mentorship and coaching because it's helped me immensely in my own life. And this is why what I want to do with you guys as a thank you for being part of this group and as a thank you for taking part in this last 7 days. I want to open up my diary to help you get really, really crystal clear on what it is you want. Okay, break away from this cycle. Find out where you are in this cycle right now. Break away from that so we can get you that result, we can get you success, we can make you feeling happy, more empowered, more positive, more inspired, so that you can do the things that you want to do with more energy, more vitality, and it's just going to create a bit better legacy for your family. And you and I both agree that, right? We're both dads here. We both want the best for our children. We both want to set the best example for our children. We both want amazing experiences in our lives. We both want better relationships with our spouses, better relationships with our families, better relationships with our friends, our colleagues, our clients, and ultimately also we want to have a lot of money whilst we do that. And all of that's going to come when you have that freedom. You break away from this cycle. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to have better confidence. You're going to have better self-esteem. You're going to have more energy. So get on the link that's on this post. I'm going to post a link. It's also in your email. It's also in today's video where you can book a call with me. I'm going to make 10 spots available because I've got a really busy schedule coming up next week, right? But I want to give 10 slots away to help you break from this cycle that I've just shown you and help you create a plan and a vision for moving forward and get really, really clear on what it is you want to achieve, how to achieve it, how to break away from this cycle and move forward in your life so you get the life that you deserve, yeah? And you get the result that you finally want. Because the worst thing, and I'm going to tell you this right now, the worst thing for a man, that nothing injects weakness in a man more than knowing what to do and not doing it. And there's a reason, there's a blockage that's stopping you from doing it because you're stuck in this cycle. And the way to break free from that cycle is to take a different action. And that's what this call is all about. It's trying to find the real reason and the real way we're going to make a breakthrough from this cycle to get you clarity, to get you moving towards the goals that you want. So what I want you guys to do is click the link, get in my diary, we'll have a chat. You know, a lot of people that have had this chat with me have expressed that it's really, really helped them and it's been really positive experience for them. Get on that phone with me. We'll get you really clear on what it is you want to achieve. Listen, have a great remainder of the weekend. I will speak to you soon. Again, get on that call with me and we will break through the barriers and make everything awesome. Take care. Bye-bye.